you know? So entertainment is definitely a big value. But if we're talking about mind games as well, we are going to get to the mind games, ladies and gentlemen, as we enter the drafting phase for game number 1. Presented to you by the official tournament smartphone Samsung Galaxy S24 series. We have Rebellion first pick, Bigatron with the second. We have an Angela, an X-Borg, a Fredrin being banned out by the Blue Bulls. Bigatron responds with a Kaja, Harith, as well as a Matilda. So still respect given where it is due for Audi TZ, the man of the hour, taking away that Kaja away from him. There is a possibility that he can pick up the Franco in the later stages of the game, but for now, that Luo Yi has been left open, but so has the chip.
Well, but the Luo Yi will be taken by Rebellion. It's like Bigatron are no longer as fearful of the combo. They've seen that teams can go with the teleportation, with the diversion, but without a way to really secure a pickoff, secure a catch, it really hasn't been as menacing. That seems to be the pattern, at least, with the Kaja banned away. Bigatron taking away the Barats and also the Roger, taking away the flex potential, but still securing a strong gold lane. And also a very dominant jungler if Rebellion can't find ways to really try and match the power, the early game clear and damage potential from the Luo Yi, from the mid lane, to carry it into the jungle and prevent Bigatron from just invading again and again.
Such good deny and pry, honestly, from different alpha here. You know, the combo usually with the Luo Yi is you want to get that super strong jungle in and a brawling gold laner to help with the teleports. So, Barat's Roger denied. They have another option to go for, and it's the Yu Zhao very early for Rebellion. A comfort pick for Mr. Cars. And that Baxia, something we haven't seen in a long time.
Especially in recent weeks, it's always been the Barats and the Fredrin. So the Baxia once again makes an appearance. So technically with the Luo Yi, this becomes, it's already an the Baxia itself is a very active, fast-moving jungler that can clear fast and also gank fast. With the diversion, there's just more pathways for the Baxia to explore. But again, it all begins with the pressure. And for now, without seeing the roamer just yet, I think Bigatron are left curious, wondering what exactly is AudiTZ going to be using.
That's my big question, right? What do they want to utilize the Luo Yi with? What's the combo? What sort of pick-off, perhaps, strategy do Rebellion want to go for? If they want to go for pick-off at all, right? It's still up in the air. We don't know what they are planning in for their roaming position. The fact is the Kaja has already been banned. Again, Franco is still an option, but they can also go for something like the Grok. Bigatron, though, with the Valentina pickup, and with Moreno on the Valentina, we know his layer of creativity. I would say even nearing Sans, maybe not to that level just yet, but now he has a diversion to work with. He also has the Black Dragon form. But from the bans, it looks like Bigatron, they're focusing more on the gold lane takeaways, right? The Moskov has been taken out. What other option can they go for?
I think right now it's just the setup over for the Roger. I think the Moskov ban alone is already pretty good. But looking at Rebellion's composition, honestly, I won't be too shocked if they actually are going for something like a Brody to have a little bit more lane dominance, because they have so much dive at this point. The usual pick would be Claude to dive in together, but I think they just want to steamroll in the early game and take it from there.
We have a comment though from KB. Rebellion, when they're in the late season, they're super dangerous. I'm afraid what happened like last season will happen again. What happened last season?
They were able to beat the top teams. For some reason, some way, they rise to the occasion when necessary. Chip banned away. Only the Moskov will give the Roger problems. Anything else, the Roger bullies or goes even. That's why the Brody comes to mind.
With the Roger, though, gonna be a bit of an all-in kind of deal. I wonder if Bigatron is trying to limit their backline presence, knowing that the Yu Zhao is already such a dangerous factor. They can just dive in the backline. With the Valentina already close range, and so is the Roger. You would think that there's going to be some kind of big engage tool, big way to allow everyone, including the Barats, to just move forward aggressively and just duke it out against Rebellion. That means crowd control, that means AoE. And so far, I mean, the X-Borg is available. So that's something that can be used, but see, Sorizo sometimes prefers some mechanical, more macro-heavy heroes. We'll have to see what is the decision that Bigatron and Alpha go for.
So Sorizo has utilized the export, banned, Barats, still possible flex, Arlet, Paquito banned, Charizla, okay, so there it is. Tarizla still open for them to utilize. But there's also a possibility of maybe... Wait, that's it, CC.
There's a lot of other picks to go for, and CC could be an option, but for some reason I sense something cooking here for Bigatron Alpha. With the amount of flex that they have in the first phase, the Barats and Roger, don't be too surprised if they go for an assassin pick late here. There's a reason they're trying to utilize that even towards the end, but now with the Franco, just make things a bit more difficult. Let's see, will it be a safe choice in just picking an XP, putting the Barats in the jungle and the Roger in gold? A Roger jungle perhaps, by picking something else in the gold lane, or go for Ling, go for Fanny, go for these big boys.
Against a Franco?
Skill issue.
All right. But
Yeah,
you know, whatever
can work out.
outcome that we're gonna get, we all know now that Coach Chico is a man of his word. He
Ooh.
promised us the Franco in the first game, and we're getting a Franco in the first game for Audi TZ.
Wow. I mean, great words from Coach Chico. We'll see how that plays out. For Bigatron though, if they want to go for an EXP, the Tarizla is still available. But, oh, it is going to be a Chi-Chi. So Eterna, 1-0 against Mirko.
That's a 1-0. That's a CC pick.
That's a CC pick, and this is the age-old Franco-Beatrix combination. We have the Luoyi as well for early game burst. That pick-off potential is definitely there for Rebellion, but for Bigatron, what are they going for with this composition?
They're going for a proper team fighting early on. I feel like with the Yuzong, with the Baksha and Franco, they just want to be really careful about getting into these surprising skirmishes without backup available. Because if someone gets hooked quite far from his team, gets bursted down by the Beatrix, and then the Black Dragon Form zones everyone away, I feel like that's the ideal circumstance for Rebellion. If Bigatron can avoid that, and let's say send the CC out with the Vengeance here, as we can see, or wait for a big engage with the Minion Fury, I think in a full-blown 5v5, they have a bit of an advantage.
All right. There are the wise words coming in from our Mr. Cute Boy analyst, Arashi. As we jump into the land of Dawn, ladies and gentlemen, to witness what is destined for the Blue Bulls in MPL ID Season 13. Let's welcome into the land of Dawn for game numero uno.
Look at the emblems right now. Grabbing charge for Moreno, so he definitely wants to be able to chase down, kite back. Telltale signs of a Valentina that wants to be in the thick and thin of the big team fights. And if you look at Sorizo again, we talked about the Vengeance and the Brace Might. He's going to have a lot of sustain unless Cars can really force him into a really huge all-in the early game. But against a CC, that's a lot easier said than done.
Okay. And here's the thing, right? Rebellion, they're very notorious with their pick-off strategies. Audi TZ made his debut, and he was amazing on these heroes. He was amazing on the Kaja, hence the respect ban. He's been amazing on the Franco. But what I'm worried about now with Bigatron picking up something like the Minotaur that was kind of as a response, right? I'm scared of the disengage, or the counter-engage, sorry, that can happen when they go for the pickoffs. Uh-oh, Tizo.
Yeah, full dive here. Taking a lot of turret. Aggro D going to be scratched down, and Super Ken doesn't use the Detona's welcome. Well played. A very clean dive.
And this is not how Rebellion wants this game to play out. They want to be the aggressors, the ones that are active. I mean, all the TZ with agility and the Wilderness Blessing, he's trying to be around the map as much as possible, along with Vincent. But for now, Bigatron with the laning power they have in each lane, they are the ones forcing Rebellion to try and salvage or stop, you know, the hemorrhaging of these laners. But now here we go. Another gang to the top side.
Trying to help clear as fast as possible. Both Moreno and Cerezo get so much prio off that. Yuzong should usually have a little bit more of the prio for clear, but Bigatron are just on it now. Turtle, #1. Started off, reset it though. They'll take their time.
Moreno with the IMU does have a hold on the Black Dragon form. Trust that it will work out, but wait.
Luminous Fury used up together now. Moreno stolen away the Black Dragon form. Vincent already using that Poissance, and Cerezo pops down a bit of damage. Black Dragon form now returned by Cars. That's his welcome. That's a big chomp onto Cars. Thrown out as well. A good Iron Hook connects with Cars now. Is able to find a Furious dive, and it's actually Super Ken that gets caught in it. A good bloody hunt earlier too by Audio. Sway low. with a flicker forward and a diversion backward. Well played.
Incredible early game here for Rebellion. Despite Bigatron setting the tempo with the gangs to the bottom lane as well as that EXP lane in the top side, they're still able to get the upper hand when it came down to that neutral objective fight. The amazing hooks coming in from Audi TZ and the amazing follow-up as well just really sealed the deal for Rebellion in this early stage of the game.
It just feels like Rebellion were just able to out-sustain from a lot of that damage, particularly Cars going in 1v3, taking all that damage and still getting out. And on top of all that, the turtle also taken by Rebellion for Bigatron is definitely a bit of a setback. And they must be thinking, okay,
Whoa.
how do you want to approach some of these fights? As there's an unanimous vote for Bigatron. 2-0 for everyone.
Has this ever happened before? A unanimous vote?
Yeah, I think
For all 6?
I think yesterday we also did have a unanimous vote.
Did it work out? Wait a minute. Okay.
It did.
Nice.
Jetson is welcome by Super Ken to cancel that iron hook.
Perfect. But I'm surprised with Owl's choice for her prediction. She's usually 2-0 Rebellion, but... So Caster's prediction, we have the audience prediction, all favoring Bigatron. And you know, you guys can't blame us. We've seen the performance from Bigatron this season in particular, and they've been unbeatable, but diversion play.
With the shield unity popped as well, he might just be the target, and he will. That's an instant hook, and right into the Wesker. A very rare item to see nowadays, but D makes very good use of it.
That's a nasty combo, man. Getting hit by the shield unity and then the iron hook, comboing it like that with the burst damage with Eman.
Yeah, he doesn't have iron hook. He will be able to flicker out though. Takes a lot of punishment. Good. Renner's apathy towards Eman to hit him back. But for both teams again, complete reset.
And the longer this game goes, technically Rebellion has an interest in keeping the game long because D has the weapon mastery on that Beatrix. So the longer this game goes, there's going to be a lot more burst damage available. But Bigatron trying to rush this turtle.
He is well coming down with Miss Fury. Vincent will lose in that Red Tree battle as he gets knocked up as well. Eman now joining the team fight, and they are wreaking havoc in the back line. So Rizzo going this way low. The diversion is there, but he won't even be able to get through the portal fast enough. He gets bursted before. There's a trade in the bottom lane. D destroying that turret, but Super Ken is trying to pressure in this mid lane. That's 4 members on Audi. TZ knocked up and taken out. Even with the bloody hunt, he won't be able to find the right target because it's Super Ken and the rest is juggling the turret aggro. D, a very weird angle to approach that defense of the turret. And a knockback towards Sorizo. He gets out with a dash.
Whoa.
And a turret up top.
What happened? A 2,000 gold lead instantly for Bigatron. Being able to win that team fight. Oh, what happened?
That was crazy. I mean, it seems like Bigatron just immediately surprised Rebellion with a rush onto the neutral objective. And Rebellion, despite having the global tools and all of these playmaking attempts, they were just scrambling to join in the fight, and they just came late. The fact that they have Sway low, trying to do all that damage and survive, and he was overwhelmed by Bigatron just diving onto him, and then everyone just started piling down, trying to save turrets, trying to save their loss of momentum in the game, but it just wasn't enough. Now with Bigatron controlling the situation, I think Rebellion might be waiting for the next big diversion play before they can claim to have control over the map once more.
We'll see it come down, right? Suelo already has a diversion. We'll see how they play around with it. In a proper 5v5, do Rebellion lose?
As of right now, I feel like they are losing. They have to try and find the first initial pick. Because all the combos available from Bigatron. I mean, if you just look at the roamers, it's a Franco against Minotaur, right? That alone just gives Bigatron so much more negotiating power. So for Rebellion, there were times where they've been able to get a big advantage is with the Black Dragon form, but ooh, the diversion was not taken.
That was so... If they committed to that, that would have been so risky. Key was there.
Yep.
Could have popped the Minuan's Fury and just take 2 members out just like that. But wait a minute.
Oh, he popped into Minuan's Fury and he gets bursted down before he can even use it here. Bloody Hunt and the Iron Hook already used up though as Moreno steals over the diversion. So Rizzo walks up. Super Ken just claims that turtle. They're happy trading Key for Moreno, but the diversion, where is it going to be? It's on to the back of that, so it's welcome. A big chomp down onto Vincent, but he's not going to be able to find anything else now as Superkin gets Iron Hook, but he's still able to survive. Now the chase down from Cars and the Black Dragon forms to the back as Superkin gets caught in the diversion. That's a good shot down, and Mon trying to run away. Oh, just barely out of range now. Lycan pounce to take Cars down. So Rizzo zoning the back line as he makes his way onwards again. D-Force to flicker, but there you go to tie up, and Chorizo and Loretto will just chase him down. The Vengeance popped in as well. Chorizo just taking him out, and now dodging away from the Iron Hook. On the sway low he goes and escapes to the smooth criminal with the yo-yos.
That was messy for Rebellion. Bigatron played that so well. You can even see when the Black Dragon form got popped, you saw Cars. Okay. Okay. It's fine.
All right, slow down.
Use the Black Dragon form and tried to take Amon. But because of that, they lost their focus. Amon was able to dodge out of it. And he actually turned the entire thing around. Amon is super slippery on this Roger. Bigatron, 4K gold lead.
4K gold lead, and they're not stopping anytime soon. As long as they put Key in the right spot whenever the diversion is about to be used, they can take these fights really comfortably. And look at that, they're still chasing, and now with the turret going down, Vincent is in trouble.
This time the Iron Hook doesn't connect, and Vincent is all just isolated. Lycan pounce to secure him on a mega kill, 4-0 and 3 and a 5.3K gold lead as they're waiting for the next neutral objective to spawn in the game.
I'd love to see the items at this point, right? Has Beatrix reached that power spike yet?
He has a BOD built up with a steel leg clits just for extra bits of security. But on the other side, I mean, Eman already with the Great Dragon Spear third item, which is quite unique. And if you look at how the fights have been developing, he needs that movement speed. Bigatron's greatest strength right now against Rebellion is the fact that they're able to kite back so far away, despite the fact that some members like Superken, like Key, aren't particularly mobile, but they've been able to use the crowd control, the spells, the distractions to make sure that Rebellion can't get a decisive engage and lock them into a fight. And look at his play with the diversion though, taking the Lord and looking for a pickoff in the same vein. Bigatron just doing everything to be active.
So that's why they had no issue. That's why they had no issue in the drafting phase to leave the Luo Yi open. They used the Valentina, and Moreno's able to utilize the diversion really well as well. It's like, okay, Rebellion, you want to play pickoff? You want to play map control? We can do the same thing as well. Watch Moreno utilize it, and they have been getting a lot of value with this ultimate too.
If you look at the gold disparity here, especially in the EXP and gold lane, almost 2K. For Chorizo, of course, 5 and 1, that certainly helps his case. He went for the Oracle as well, so more sustain, more healing from him and Key in this big fight. And that means that the only, if Suelo wants to take advantage of that, he needs to direct his damage onto the CC. But Chorizo is never with the team, so he's forcing Suelo to pick.
He is still in the bottom lane, only now just recalled using the Bandit's Rage. But they've already taken almost half of the turret. Oh, a good Iron Hook by Onichizi saying goodbye to Super Ken. He'll be melted inside a Rebellion's base. And there's a diversion play. Nobody takes it though. Vincent still just running around with a shield unity. Another Iron Hook comboed in together with Chorizo. Oh, it's a good cancel by Key now. With his Fury on the Vincent, still able to survive for a bit. Lycan pounce in the back. No bloody hunt to be used up. Eman shut down by Nibiru.
Huge, a 1-for-2 trade, and they take out Eman. That's a good way to shut him down. Already at a 5-0-3 now. It will hinder his development by just a bit. Diversion play.
Oh. But wasn't used to go for a pickoff right here, but look at the Black Dragon form.
They're zoning them away, denying any. So, whoa, Moreno just got deleted there as he walks in to 4 members. Bigatron Alpha walking back. They have defended that tier 1 in the mid lane. Oh, they get a tier 2 in the bottom. But still, they lost so many members.
It's so threatening from Rebellion, the fact that they're down 4K gold, but anyone who gets hit by the Iron Hook immediately gets deleted, even if that is Super Ken. They're looking for a chance to get the mid turret here, but it's not allowed. And they immediately just go for the diversion to the top side. Wow.
But they don't get... No, they get it, okay.
Yep, eventually they will get it, but this is a rare sight for both teams. Despite having the diversion, they're not using it for pickoffs. They're not using it to show up in the jungle only. They've been going into the lane as well. Super Ken, they tone us out of that Iron Hook, but man, that is some extra bit of accuracy coming from all the TZ.
He knows at this point But with Super Ken again.
He targeted down again, still able to survive for a bit, but gets taken out. And the viewers passion onto Key, who's taking a whole lot, pops him in his fury, and Immortality will be popped first. So Rizzo trying to go into the midst of it all. Zaman jumps in as well, but loses so much HP. So Rizzo now all alone. Moreno was leaving him alone, and Rebellion capitalize on it. My goodness, Cars now. Furious dive in the dive onto Moreno. Iron hook from Audi. This time will not connect, and Bigatron Alpha have lost all the leads that they had.
They lose control, and now Swaylo as well as Audi TZ are on standby to make sure they get zoned away from this objective. And this Lord will be given to Rebellion. What an outcome of events. D on just BOD and Malefic Roar deals that much damage, so they're already anticipating that Key would want to go for the counter engage with the Minu 1 Fury, and he gets melted down. Look at this.
It all starts with that Bennett's Rage combo with the Franco, and afterwards, that's Cars just trying to distract going on the side. Look at Iman. He's trying to be active and participate in the fight, but he's kind of slightly zoned out away. And afterwards, he eventually still gets taken out by the damage over time. And no Bigatron once again.
Again, they are able to get, Furious dive as well, Tempted as welcome, but it's a 4-man by Key. Not enough to take anyone down as a good Petrify, denies the follow-up from Iman. Now having to run away, another Iron Hook, they completely wipe Bigatron Alpha out. The diversion to the bottom lane, 20 seconds on the dead timers, and a Wesker for D. Trying to destroy the base ASAP now with a shot down as well. And the Lord, it looks to be a clean win for Rebellion in the 14th minute of the game. What an absolutely wonderful comeback from the Blue Bulls.
A triple kill by Moreno to seal game number 1. I mean, KB did mention in his comments that when faced with Titans, they rise to the occasion, but their job is not done. That was game number 1. But wow, I'm surprised.